Hey Magic fans! Welcome to Wilds of Eldraine, the latest set from Magic the Gathering. I'm Becca Scott, and today we're going back to the land of Eldraine. Chock full of fairy tales and stories come to life. But in the Wilds of Eldraine, these familiar stories come with a magic twist. So where were we? The Phyrexians invaded the multiverse. It did not go well for anybody. If this were a fairy tale, it'd be one of those old ones that gets very dark very quickly. The people and creatures of Eldraine have survived, and Eldraine is back to the land we all know and love. Well, mostly. Eldraine was saved due to the return of Talion, the kindly lord. Talion made a desperate bargain with the three witch sisters, giving them each a powerful magical artifact. Each of the witches has taken their enchanted items to a different part of the world. Hilda of the Icy Crown has retreated into a wintry kingdom to be alone. Although she isn't as alone as she thinks. Agatha of the Vile Cauldron uses her gift to consume the essence of anyone unlucky enough to end up in her pot. And Ariette of the Charmed Apple wants to build herself a court of loyal subjects. While her apple grants her the love of any who take a bite, Ariette hungers for more. And so, she has helped unleash a new horror on the people of Eldraine. Together, Talion and the three witches were able to enchant the Phyrexians into a deep sleep. But Talion was unaware that there would be a cost to pay. The sleep has spread across Eldraine. Known as the Wicked Slumber, it overtakes villages, hamlets, even entire castles. Who knows what the sleepers will do while their conscious minds aren't in control? Talion struggles to confront the spreading slumber and seeks out the help of Eldraine's heroes. Kellen, a young farm boy with fairy blood and a mysterious family tree, is recruited by Talion to learn more about the Wicked Slumber. Time will tell if he is up to the task. Will and Rowan Kenrith are siblings who used to share a planeswalker spark. Where one went, the other had to follow. Now, for the first time, they are divided. Will seeks to put down his sword of ice and unite Eldraine through diplomacy. Rowan won't step foot in a negotiation and prefers the direct fairy tale approach, finding some sort of enchanted item that will magically reunite the kingdom. She might be onto something. Ashiok may not have created the Wicked Slumber, but they are happy to spread it further, all while bending Rowan to their will. Eldraine is full of familiar stories, but in true Magic fashion, each has been given an unexpected twist. This set's two-color pairings illustrate the fairy tale archetypes that we all know and love, and you'll discover characters you're sure to recognize. A red-hooded traveler on her way to Grandma's with a basket of snacks and a crossbow. An adventurous young man who likes to climb beanstalks. I wonder what he found up there. And someone who's coming to the party whether she's invited or not. Eldraine is a land where these beloved stories play out over and over. Evil queens clash with brave knights, curses trouble the unvirtuous, and children lost in the woods find themselves on a magical journey. Some of these connect to the main story, others are whimsical adventures that play out in the background. But all of them will feel fun and familiar, and all these pieces provide the opportunity for you to put your own unique twist on them. For instance, Mother Goose is a sweet old lady who tells you bedtime stories. Goose Mother, on the other hand, oh wow, that's terrifying. And what about Hansel and Gretel? In Eldraine, both children weren't able to follow the breadcrumbs back home to their happily ever after. Instead, one of them was eaten, and the other became a badass witch hunter, who obviously had some issues to work out around enchanted candy. These are fairy tales we all know, and in Wilds of Eldraine, you'll get to revisit these familiar stories with a magic twist. You aren't just a creature attacking for 2 damage, you are the Pied Piper leading a horde of 1/1 rats. Who could stand against his horde of rodents? What about a very angry cookie? But this is no ordinary cookie. Every character has a role to play, and in Wilds of Eldraine, you'll find roles to play. This new mechanic attaches an enchantment to a creature, a role, affecting their attributes and adding a fun wrinkle to the story. A once noble knight is transformed into a monster knight, giving him +1/+1 and trample. An evil witch charms a member of the court and schemes her way into becoming a royal witch, granting her +1/+1 and ward 1. I guess that makes her your royal wickedness. Ooh, I like the way that sounds. And sometimes it's a role you want removed. Can anyone lift this curse off of Skybeast Tracker? I need to do something about this goose mother. Don't let it go to your head, Goose. Bargain is another new mechanic introduced in this set. Just like Jack traded the family cow for some magic beans, you'll be able to hawk, barter, and swap your way to victory. Bargain lets you sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token when you cast the spell. Once you've given something up, you receive something in return. Sacrifice a token when you cast Torch the Tower, increasing your damage to 3, and you get to scry 1. Sounds like a deal. Nothing is more crucial to Eldraine than a sense of adventure, and so the adventure mechanic makes a return. This ability allows you to cast either the creature card, in this case Besotted Knight, or choose to send your creatures on an adventure. If you choose to activate Betroth the Beast, you get to create a Royal Roll token, giving your target +1/+1 and ward 1. Your adventure is then sent into exile but can later return as its creature card to complete the quest. Perfect, another successful adventure. And in this set, look for 2-color adventures. Oh yeah, of course that dragon makes treasure. Sagas are also back. What better mechanic to use in Eldraine than one that allows you to tell a story? This saga features the 3 blind mice. Oh great, now that song is stuck in my head. This set also has a commander deck centered around roles, Virtue and Valor. A green-white deck, it enables you to step seamlessly into any role. And if you'd like to join the court of Talion the Kindly Lord yourself, we have Fey Dominion, a commander deck focused on allowing you to finally play as the wild and bewitching Fey. Fairy tales are known for their lush illustrations, and Wilds of Eldraine is no exception, with a huge variety of gorgeous treatments and alternate art. Behold, the enchanting tales. These top enchantments are presented here in beautiful storybook style. You've played them, you've loved them, but you've never seen them like this. They'll be a dream to collect and play, but a nightmare for your opponents. Some of these enchanting tales also have captivating anime borderless versions. I'm sorry, is that a lamb bumblebee? Aw, Kindred Discovery got so romantic. They'll be available in foil, non-foil, and beautiful new confetti foil treatments. Ugh, I love the line work in this one. That is the greatest doubling season I've ever seen. And there are other gems to find, with the return of borderless favorites for select cards. Are you tired of borders? We've got you covered. Adventure cards get to have some fun too, with their special showcase treatment. What a great way to make the most of this returning mechanic. Yeah, that dragon's got some expensive taste. Treasure, I love it. Wilds of Eldraine will be available for pre-release the weekend of September 1st through 3rd. On Arena, check out the early streamer event on August 31st, then enjoy the set release on September 5th. It will be available everywhere on September 8th. And if you want to read even more of the story, make sure you take a look at the web fiction, which is available right now. And check out these 2 promotional cards that will be available at your local game store, Pyroblast and Ice Out. Keep your eyes peeled for what inspired these promos as we get closer to launch day. And that's a quick little peek at some of what you'll find in the Wilds of Eldraine. There's so much more to discover in this tangled, wild, enchanting world, but now it's time for us to end like every good fairy tale. And they played happily ever after. Right. Perfect.